Hello, we rented a van. We're in a van right now.
And not just any van, one that you can sleep in.
We're trying out van life. We are on our way to somewhere in Washington, Ben knows where.
Near the Tri-Cities.
And we're gonna stay there the first night, and then we're gonna head over to Idaho, Boise. So come along with us. We're excited.
So it's a Friday morning, and we both work remotely. So I have my little setup out here. Laptop, coffee, bagel, necessities, and this beautiful view of Lake Sacagawea is what we learned it's called last night. And then inside the van, part of the mess, Erin's got her own little setup, complete with bagel and coffee. And this is where the bed was last night. These couch cushions fold up, you install a table there, and then you've got a little place to eat or work or whatever you want to do in here.
How's it going?
It's going. This one's going better than I thought it would. For some reason I thought it was going to take like an hour to heat up all this water. I don't know why, I just kind of assumed Coleman stove took forever. But it's only been like 10 minutes, and it's looking closer to boiling. Now I can't get this coffee up.
I'm getting some work done in the van, and so far it's been pretty great. And we made it to Idaho. How do you feel?
Great. It's a really nice rest area. So far I like Idaho.
Wow, good job.
So we're now in Idaho City, or just outside Idaho City, which is kind of up in the mountains near Boise. We drove through Boise to get here. Our original plan was to stay at a campground kind of up in the mountains called Black Rock, maybe Black Rock National Forest. But we started going up the road, and it quickly turned into a dirt road, or gravel, and then it went from gravel to like very deep gravel uphill. And this is a rental van, and I was not going to get it stuck on accident, being the novice van driver that I am. So we turned around and went to the first campground that we had, or the last campground that we had seen that was on a paved road. So we're at what's called a Cowboy Campground, which at first I thought was just a cute name, but it turns out that it's designed for people with horses. So the per night fee includes a campsite and 2 horses. Not that you have to bring your own horses. So we can see kind of, I don't know if you'll see it, but up there on the top of that hill, there's a pen with a couple of horses. And then if you were to walk around this campground, you would see horses everywhere, which is interesting. So I think there's trail riding around here for the people with the horses too. But for us, it's just a place to park our van. Aaron is making some hamburgers, cheeseburgers on the little Coleman grill back there. And we'll probably call it a night pretty early and get ready to go see Boise tomorrow. How's the burgers going? Seems like it's going well. It's been it's fast. Any thoughts?
I like it here.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Good morning. It's day 2. We woke up at Cowboy Campground. I would say it was overall a great experience. We slept in a little bit. It was good. I would recommend coming here. And now we cleaned up breakfast. It was a good breakfast. Now we plan to head into Boise and check out the city. I've never been, so it should be fun. First, drink some coffee and just getting myself cleaned up a little bit and searching for a campground tonight because we don't have a campground scheduled yet, so need to do that, but it should be fun. Oh, also I met a chipmunk friend who has been running around. Haven't seen him in a minute, but we will insert some footage of him because he was super cute and probably trying to steal our food. This is the Idaho City Historical District.
So that was Idaho City, Idaho, which is up kind of in the mountains outside of Boise, and it's very close to where we stayed last night. We hadn't really planned on visiting it. We just noticed it on our way to our campground and decided to drive through. But I have to say, and we didn't actually stop or anything, so this is a very kind of surface level opinion, but I have to say that seemed like one of the most authentic, like, old town areas that we've ever been to.
Yeah, it actually seemed like it was old and they didn't really refurbish it too much.
Yeah, it seemed like they had buildings that literally had been erected in the 1800s that hadn't really been touched since. It had legitimate, like, the main street was paved, but like as soon as you got off the main street, all the parking lots and stuff were dirt. There were people going places in like mostly off-road vehicles, like not normal cars. It was a very authentic old town vibe. So if, you know, and a lot of like those old town places say that, and they're kind of styled after old town, you know, old school buildings, but they aren't, like, you can tell that they've been like very well maintained and maybe even like totally redone. This was not like that. This was very authentic looking. So if you're ever in the Boise area and want that kind of old mining town type vibe, check out Idaho City.
We are about a half a mile away from downtown Boise. I think I see the Capitol building down there. I think. Not positive. But it looks cool so far. Are you enjoying what you see so far?
Yeah. It seems like all this is really new. So maybe we're just in like the nice part. So far downtown Boise is very nice. It's spread out, a lot of well-kept greenery and stuff. The streets were pretty easy. They've done a good job here so far.
Yeah, I like it.
This is Freak Alley in Boise, where people have done all kinds of crazy art on the walls and everything of this. So after walking around downtown for a bit, we decided to check out Boise Brewing, which is the highest rated brewery on Yelp, so I don't know if that means anything. But Aaron got a flight, which has a few different of their own brewed beers. And I got their Sun Cruiser, which is a session IPA. And so far, it's very good. So Boise Brewing was fantastic. Loved it. If you're in Idaho, not Idaho, in general. If you're in Boise, check it out. Really good beer.
Great service, great brew. Great beers, great service.
Yeah, wasn't that expensive, and we even took a 6-pack of the Boise Light home for later because it was so good. So now we're walking through this beautiful little, I honestly don't even know what to call this. It's kind of like a park, but there's buildings too, and fountains, stuff. Back to the van. And then we're going to go see if we can check out the Boise River, because it's supposed to be beautiful. There's a park nearby. And then it's off to the campsite for the night.
Some giant inflatables. Pets and their peeps.
Now, as far as I can tell, this thing is like a parking structure. I'm really not sure. It looks like a parking structure. But it also seems to have a slide down it.
Park up there and then slide.
Yeah, you park up there and then slide down. Is that the idea? Pretty crazy. Whatever this thing is, Jump it's called, which says Jack's Urban Meeting Place. Don't know who Jack is, but this is super cool. I'm gonna have to look into Jack. Our next stop after downtown Boise is right next to downtown Boise, maybe technically in it, and Morrison Park, which is right next to the Boise River. We were hoping to catch a glimpse of the Boise River, and we actually ended up right next to it. Here's like the park and Aaron, and then right here is the Boise River, and we can walk right into it if we wanted to. It seems like there's some kind of rapids over there or something, so a person probably shouldn't swim, but a person could certainly put their toe in.
It's cold.
It's cold. We touched the Boise River. It's beautiful. It's right next to this park.
A little bit rainy, a little bit buggy though, so we didn't film too much. Now we're in Oregon and we're heading to Washington. We are going to spend a night in North Bend, Washington. To our campsite for the night. We are in
North Bend, which is near Snoqualmie Pass, Washington.
I said I can't say that word. Sorry.
Yeah, too complicated.
But it seems pretty nice. It's a little rainy, but we like the spot a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of off the beaten path. Campsites are super spread out, which I like. It's definitely, Washington weather. It's raining, which is weird for June. But oh well, it's not raining too hard. We can still stand outside, just get a little damp.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but we might be a little bit cold tonight. But we both agree we'd rather sleep in the colder weather than it being hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out here.
I'm gonna go explore the forest a little bit. Here's our fireplace, if we had wood. We also have a little table, which we won't use because it's soaking wet. Into the forest. Hopefully, not to any bears. There's lots of signs around saying, watch out for bears. They gave us a little bear locker over by the van where we're supposed to keep our food, which we're gonna do. I'm not sure how worried I really need to be about bears, though. I guess we'll find out. How do you feel it's going? Yeah?
I'm cold though.
Yeah, the car said it was 45, which is pretty chilly for June. This campground has the bathrooms very far away, so we have to make a run in the rain to use the bathroom, which is no fun. We're not expecting rain because it's June.
Yeah.
And so we did not really bring rain gear.
I don't have the proper attire right
No,
now.
we do not. But whatever. Luckily it's not downpouring, it's moderate rain. Okay, our last couple chores of the night. We have to do the dishes, first of all. But second of all, what Erin is doing right now is loading all of our stuff up into a cooler and a bag. Which we will put over in the bear box over there, in case a hungry bear wanders by in the night. And we don't want them to try to break into our van and eat us along with our food. Nice. Bear box. Got all the dishes done, the trash taken out, the food in the bear box, the door locked up, the table converted into a bed. Erin's just getting ready for bed there. We'll probably relax for a bit, and then see you in the morning.
Well, we're headed to drop the van off. That wraps up our van adventures for now. We loved it. We loved the Escape Campervans. Highly recommend them. And we're excited to do something in the van again in the future. But we sound a little exhausted. Well, I sound a little exhausted because this morning we locked the keys in the van, so someone had to come out and get us unlocked and everything. So that was a lot and not the best way to end our van adventures, but we still had a great time.